Hello and welcome to ZFire's configuration, setup and showcase of ZFires. So to start off, you want to go to the Z Development Store and you want to find ZFire. So if you click ZFire and you want to click purchase. Once you've gone through the whole purchase ordeal, you want to go to your Keymaster and click granted assets. And you want to just type in Z and here, ZFire by Z Development. Click download. Next, you want to go to your framework. You want to go to your resources, and you just want to click on your fire and then go ZFire, just like that. Close, and then you want to open the resource core config.lua, and in this config there is so much languages you can add down here at the bottom. So, you know, just comma, German, for example, equals curly bracket, fire underscore created equals there. That's apparently German, according to this. But that's how you would add different languages. But for this example, I am going to be using QB Core. And you want to go down to the cfg.permissions section, and where it says QB Core, just type that instead of enable false, set that to true. Use permissions is the job, and then permission check is going to be if it's an admin or not. So this is particle creation, and I want that for the fire job to be true. And in my example, my fire job is called LFB. Okay, particle deletion, set QB Core to true. Job check, true. Jobs, LFB. Oh, LFB. Book duty, true. Permissions, true. Jobs, LFB again. And just like that. File, save. I'm going to go through the behaviors types now. So here, for the vehicle fires, shows how much it can spread for maximum spread. And interval, you can obviously edit all this if you want. If it can spread to grass or not. Chance of it exploding. And the chance of it reigniting. And then they're just blacklisted because they're not technically vehicles. We've got grass fires, again, max spread, spread interval, and the reignition chance. All the flammable materials you can add as you wish, add your own as you wish. I think the materials can be found on the list here. But if you figure out how to add your own materials, you can add that here with just a comma, and then it just says, for example, clay packed. But I'm not going to add my material in this case. Props. You can add more props. So bins, shelters, for example. It says here, if you click here, follow link. It has all the objects in FiveM. And you can just, for example, I want to do this here. All you would do is copy the name, like that. I'm going to add one. So you want to add a comma. Let's do custom, and then you want to do square brackets, and then the one above the tab button twice, and then paste it in them two symbols there. And then if you add more comma, and then so on and so on. But I'm not going to do that for this example. Structure. Again, these are all the materials that can be flammable through the structure fire. Now onto the fire types. There are many different fire types, and with the fire types you can change the fire effect, so the dictionary that the fire effect is in. For example, it'll be SCR Exile 2, and the effect name within the dictionary, for example here. But I wouldn't mess with this unless you really know what you're doing. And then here is the now extinguish methods. Depending on what hose script you have, you want to change it, for example. So if I had a different host script that had a different weapon underscore name, for example, I would do weapon underscore fire man hose. For example, if that's what it was called. And then the impact I would just leave at that, for example. That is how you add different weapons to the extinguish methods. But that's not what my fire hose is called. To find out your fire hose, you want to go to your hose script. You want to go into the weapons.meta. You want to scroll down until you see here, name in the C weapons info. It tells you the name of the hose. That is what you want to add to the extinguish methods. And you would do that for all the different fire types. So electrical fires you can only extinguish with a fire extinguisher, for example. Same with chemical fires. Okay, moving on to the smoke types. These are different smokes that generate with the fire. So with the normal fire, it would come with this, it would create this smoke and so on. So linger would do this smoke. A scale, you can increase the scale if you really want. So let's make the scale of the normal fire really big. So minimum, we're going to have 5, 10. So that would pretty much flood the whole entire, if it was in a building, it would flood the entire building of smoke. So we'll test that when we're in game. Fire indicators. So when you're aiming at a fire, it has a little image that changes in transparency depending on how much the fire is like dying out, for example. And you can have that on or off if you don't want the fire indicators. Set that to allow to false. But I want the fire indicators, so we set that to true. Here, this is more on the extinguish methods. So, again, this is the distance, how much spray comes out. But if you wanted to add a new one, you would do the... If it was on a vehicle, you would do the one next to 2 across from L on a UK keyboard. You would like deck gun 2. That's one that's on top of a vehicle. And if it was a in-hand weapon, you would do the ones above the tab key again. So that would be weapon underscore fireman hose, for example. And then you would just do equals curly bracket. So you want to, and then just, you know, pretty much copy what is already there. So let me remove them. Discord logging. Let me show you an example of Discord logging. So you just want to, let's say you had a server. Let's create our own server for this example. We'll call it, yeah, that doesn't really matter. To create a webhook, you want to go into the channel and you want to click edit channel. Permissions, oh no, integration, sorry. And then where it says webhooks, there we go. We're going to call that Fireman Sam. Oh, Fireman Sam. Save, and then copy webhook URL. And then where it says webhook URL, you want to copy a webhook URL. The name would be the name of the bot, so we're going to call that Fireman Sam. And then I'm just going to leave the logo as it is. And this is what the log would, you know, log. But so I want it to log the automatic fires. I want it to log everything, basically. There we go. There we go. This is for automatically creating incidents. So the alerts, they could either be notifications, or I'm going to leave it as default, which is an NUI menu that appears. Sounds can be changed, so I'm going to change my sound to... What have we got? Let's do a glass break sound, just to show you an example. So I'm going to put in sound set, sound name, where it says sound name here, and then the sound set, where's glass break, is here. So the sound set for the glass break would just be 0. Make sure it's, there we go. Blip, you can change the blip of what the fire looks like. So let's do a music one. Like that. So where it says sprite, paste. The color, let's change the color to, where are the colors here? Let's do Ooh, let's do blue friendly. Oh no, let's do yellow. And we'll change the color to 5. Scale is how big it is. Yeah. Short range is if you can only see the blip when you're actually close to it. If it's set to false, then even when you're far away from it, it will show up in your little mini map in the bottom left, which not many people want. Draw route is it's setting a waypoint automatically for you. Integrations. For this example, we're going to go through the Inferno pager. So let's click the GitHub link. Hotfix. And just click the source zip. Open the zip file. Where would it be? Yeah, here. So you want to open the Inferno collection. Go to your resources. And let's drag that into Inferno pager. Now that's in, I'm going to leave it as it is at the moment. So we got all the sounds we can change. A lot of things you can change in like whitelists and stuff. But for now, I'm just going to leave mine as it is. And I'm going to set Inferno pager to true. So it sets off an alarm. Spooner, these are just the controls when you're placing fires. Languages we've already gone through. So that is the config done. So let's close that. Let's go into our server CFG. And we're going to ensure Z fires. That's what no, Z fire. And ensure Inferno EMS pager. Now my QB core server is basic. It's got no scripts or anything apart from these 3. So my QB core server is as basic as it gets. Let's start the server up and I'll see you guys on FiveM. Okay, now I am in. My job is, so I want to set my job to what I had. So mine was LFB. We'll do grade 2. Now my job is LFB, or the job I wanted to do. You can do /book duty. Okay, and this little menu here pops up only when you have got the correct job. Click on duty, and I'm going to do Los Santos Fire Department. All this can be changed in the config also. You can change the name, you can add more departments if you really want to. I'm going to hit confirm. I want to get myself a fire truck. There we go. And we're going to wait for a call. Now, if I show you, there we go. Look, here's the webhooks. Fire created automatically. Small vehicle fire. Tells you the address and everything. There we go. That's the NUI pop-up. You can change that in the config also, where it had NUI previously. Open the map. Let's come out of here. And there, it's made a blip. And look, the blip's yellow, like I set. And there's a little the icon I set as well. So we're going to head to that small vehicle fire. Put our belt on. Here we are. We've arrived at the fire. And this hose works on the back of the fire truck, which has been set in the config file. Here we go. Out. So there are the icons I was talking about, the indicators. There we go. Make sure it's out. Reigniting a little bit there. There we go. Hang on. It's reignited there. Okay, good. There we go. That is how the automatic fires work. Again, there. Small vehicle fire outside a resident's house. We're not going to go to that call. I'm going to show you how to use the /create fire and /remove fire commands. So for this example, I'm going to head to Mission Row. Of course, this has integrations with Sawn and CAD, Albo FMS, and all the other things on there. CD. You can also add your own exports. On the line it says, I think it's utils line 171. Not 100% sure on that. It says in the config what line to edit all. So we're going to get out here. And we're going to create a fire. So to create a fire, you're going to do /create fire. And you have this little menu come up. We're going to do a structure fire. We're going to do normal and is spreadable. And we're going to make it extra large. Okay. So we're going to hit confirm. And we have this little spooner thing come up. And we have a little red circle if you can see that. When you can create a fire in that area, the red circle will create a little fire icon. If you can't place a fire there, you click, nothing happens. It doesn't work. So you want to make sure that the fire is actually there, and when you click, success, fire created. So we're going to do another one. We're going to make this one also extra large, and we're going to set it. Actually, let's do normal 4 to make some differences, and make that extra large, and then there. Now, as you can see, it's getting quite bad over here. Now it's only attaching to the materials that have been set. Oh Jesus! Oh no! This is not good. This is not good. But as you can see, the smoke is filling up, and it's actually leaving burn marks along the floor, which is very nice. And this one is getting quite bad also. Let me create another fire. We're going to do normal again, and we will again make it extra large, and we're going to do this one on this door here. Now we're going to get our hose of choice, and as you can see, it's got burn marks on the floor, and here's the smoke. It is filling the room intense. Now look at the smoke. The smoke is thick. It is filling the room, and imagine if there was like a building on fire. This would flood the room excessively. It's even seeping through the walls here. Now if you go in here, you cannot see a thing. So now, of course, you can change all that in your config file, depending on what type of LFB roleplay you want. Maybe you want it so, you know, they can't see a thing, or you want it so they can see a little bit. But we are now going to take out this fire with our hose. Use all the indicators. Very nice indeed. Go. Put that chair out. And as you can see, where the fires were, there is still, you know, smoke coming out of the chairs, which is very nice. I think that that stays for a little while actually. So make sure you watch it just in case that the fires are reigniting there. So you've actually got to properly fight the fire to make sure that the fire goes out. There we go. Put that out. Very nice. So that will steam up. That will stay smoking like that for whatever you set in the config. So I think it is 15 seconds. Yeah, about 15 seconds. So you can set that in the config if you want it longer. Now, as you can see, the fire down here has created an excessive amount of smoke, so I can't even see down there at all. So that's very nice. So we're going to deal with this fire first. There we go. That's the fire indicators there, look. Changing in transparency. So we're going to go in here. Go. Now the smoke does linger for an excessive amount of time. So to get rid of the smoke, you wanna open a door, or you could also purchase the ZPPV van resource, which would blow out all the smoke. Just like that. There we go. That out. Go over it a couple more times to make sure that the fire is actually gone. There we go. Don't think that fire's coming back. But look, the smoke does stay. Oh, no, that fire is coming back apparently. Now, as you can see, that smoke will linger. But there it is lingering there. So you want to open a window, or you get the PPV van resource. So that fire's been dealt with. Now we're going to tackle this fire out here. As you can see, we cannot see a thing down these stairs. And look, the stairs have gone all charred and burned, which is very nice. All of that fire down there. Very nice. That fire out. Go, that fire's gone. I think that's it done. Double check. That thick smoke on the staircase there from where the fire was. There we go. And there's the smoke coming up off the where the fire was. Now this oh, it's a fire reignited again. Christ. Yeah, you want to put that out as soon as possible because it will start spreading again. It will start spreading again and probably just come just as bad as it was. But as you can see, smoke lingers for a very long time. So this building would have to be shut down for an excessive amount of time. But yeah, that is my showcase config and tutorial on how to set up that fire gone on again. Oh. On Fire resource. If you want to purchase, go to Development store and join. If you have any issues, join the Discord. The staff are more than happy to help you out and assist you where needed.